Hi, this is Carrie Mubarak at wooingnature.life and Earth Keepers. This is your wealth reading for today. And by wealth, I mean all wealth, not just money. So we're going to talk about wealth today, and we're going to look at it from the standpoint of those people who are walking with the earth, who are the earth keeper souls and the earth keeper spirits. We're talking about self-worth here today, folks. We're talking about value. We're talking about wealth. We're talking about how it relates to your money, whether or not you have the money that you need, whether or not you have what you need, and all of that other kind of stuff. We're going to try to look at it holistically. We're not going to look at it from just what my financial portfolio looks like. We're going to look at it from your spiritual portfolio, because your spiritual portfolio is what is of most value to you. Okay? Excuse me, I'm having some issues with my allergies, so please forgive me. We got the Nine of Swords in reverse. That's a good sign. The reason why that's a good sign is because if the Nine of Swords was in the upright position, then that would mean you was losing a whole lot of sleep about this. So it seems like you're not losing a whole lot of sleep about it. It seems like it's not a point of stress for you, or it's not stressful for you at this time to start thinking about your value and your self-worth. That's good. Maybe your finances are not a problem for you, or at least they're not keeping you up at night. But here we got this Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords represents theft and deception. Theft and deception. So when we're talking about theft and deception in relationship to wealth, then you got to ask yourself, who's stealing from you, or what are you stealing? What are you taking, or what is somebody taking from you? Because obviously they're taking something that they think is of value to you or to them. But see, if it's of value to you, then stealing it that's not going to get you anywhere. Theft is not going to get you where you can't take, right, what doesn't belong to you. So I don't know if there are people around you that are operating like this, or whether you're operating like this. It's like you're trying to get away with something, or somebody's trying to get away with something of value. They're trying to go in somebody else's camp and take out of the camp what doesn't belong to them. Okay. So, earth signs, you got to look at what people are taking from you, what people are trying to rob from you, or what they're trying to steal from you. You know, because people are very tricky. They very tricky. They full of tricks. But they ain't got no tricks of the trade. So they come to you for the tricks of the trade. Then they try to walk off with your shit, with what you've built, with what you've grown, with what you've developed, with what you've been nurturing. It's just like if you planted seeds and you watered them, and you was out in the hot sun pulling weeds, and you were spraying shit on them to make sure that the bugs don't get them, and you did all that work, and you went out there and watched them day and night to make sure that they were taken care of. And then after your fruit starts to bear, then somebody or something comes through your garden and takes all of it. Just plucks it right off the vine, takes it for themselves. And you asking yourself, now, did I do all of that work for you? And you didn't do any of it? Or you did very little? But you gonna come and pluck from my vine? Can't pluck from a vine. Can't pluck from a vine. So we got the Emperor here. That means there's a new order to things. There's a new chief in town. There's some new rules. And these new rules are going to be put in place to catch a motherfucker like this right here. Because this person doesn't have any value to you. They are of no value to you. Anybody who is trying to steal from your crop is of no value to you. So you have to put things in place, rules in place, policies and procedures in place, and consequences in place for this motherfucker right here. For this. And believe me, it's a bunch of them out here. And they getting ready to come out of the woodwork. So you might as well get your head wrapped around it, because ain't no need in thinking it ain't going to happen. People been sitting up there watching you, watching everything you do, trying to see what they can see and get what they can get out of it. They ain't come and ask you nothing. They didn't even come and offer to help you pull weeds. But then they gonna come off the back and try to take your crop. It's a new sheriff in town. Might as well get with it. Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. That's about that. It's about, I'm coming to you with all kinds of... This Knight of Cups is about that romantic person. That person that comes in on the white horse and they're carrying the flowers and they're doing all of this stuff. That bitch is in reverse. You know what that means? You're coming shady. You're coming halfway. You're coming off the back. Don't come off the back, because guess what? We already seen you. We 2 steps ahead of you. See, this was this, then it's this, and now you coming in with this halfway crooked ass bullshit. We 2 steps ahead of you, okay? So however how you coming through, you come through wrong, you can come through with all of that flash and boufale. Ain't nobody listening to you, right? Because Page of Swords is going to cut you straight to the quick. This is what I have. I have peppers, I have green beans, I have potatoes, I have tomatoes, I have squash. All of it costs it a value. All of it has a value. It's called my labor, my time, my headache, my sunburn, my dirt under my fingernails. See, I can't go get my fingernails done because I've been out here pulling crop. So I can't be cute. But so when I get ready to be cute, you gonna pay me for my labor. You ain't gonna take it. You're going to pay me for my labor. See, that's the new sheriff. These people right here, you gotta watch them. Knights of Cups. First of all, you a knight. You ain't no king. You ain't no sage. You ain't no sibyl. You ain't no queen. You ain't coming with a whole lot of information. You just coming I just love what you do. See, this is what they do. I just love you. And I just love what you do. And I really appreciate what it is. Well, where my money at? Where my money at? You appreciate what I do? You appreciate what I come with? Where my money at? Because you ain't getting ready to come here talking about how I'm so... See, they come sideways. They be coming sideways. They coming to you like this, upside down. Coming here with an empty cup. The cup ain't even right side up. The cup upside down. They don't even know how to hold the cup to get it, but yet they gonna come in here and try to take your shit. Earth signs, watch them. You got to put these people on watch, especially now, because you want to know why? The Rona done got them. The Rona done got upside the head now. The Rona done more than just affected your lungs. The Rona done made you lose your mind. 4 of Wands is in the upright, saying, which is about commitment. It's about a commitment. It's a commitment to yourself. And for me, what I'm seeing for you, Earth signs, is that you need to make a commitment to establishing some new rules and some orders for your life and for your gifts and for what it is that you hold a value within inside of yourself that could possibly be lucrative later. Maybe you don't see how the gifts, the many splendid things that are inside of you can be of value to anybody, but they are because they coming in half-ass crooked to take it or to try to take what doesn't even belong to them. So your commitment right now is to yourself. It's to the order that's gonna keep the thieves out of your den. And whatever it is that you have to establish, whatever personal laws you have to erect, whatever precedents you need to make for these right here, please make them. Make them right away. Because they do not deserve to put their hands on your crop. They do not deserve it. They don't deserve it. They have to go and figure out their own damn ass crop. They have to go and pick their own weeds. They got to go and plant their own seeds. Ooh, earth signs. It's getting ready to be on. It's for real getting ready to be on. I can see it coming. People are tripped. You got to watch them. You got to watch them. All right, so here we got the Nine of Cups, or excuse me, Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is exactly what I just got finished talking about. You have planted the seeds. The seeds have started to grow. This is the harvest card. This is when you have planted, you have watched, you have prayed over, you have done all that, and now the bounty is coming in. And you're seeing the value of your bounty. You're starting to see what it is that was given to you from the get-go. You know, it might not just look like a little tiny seed that could barely be worth anything, but once you put it in the ground and it grew into something else, well, now it's a benefit. It's of benefit to you. And not only do you have just one or two things, you got many things. We got a 9 here. That means you got everything you need plus some more. Everything you need plus some more. You better guard your temple. Guard your temple. They're coming from all sides. Just trying to tell you. Earth signs. Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the ones that hold it down. Y'all the ones that are keeping it grounded. If anybody knows what's going to work down here on planet Earth, it's an earth sign. People can come to you with all kinds of ideas and formulaics and all kinds of other bullshit. And guess what? You're going to know inherently what's working and what ain't working, what's facking and what ain't facking, and what's full of shit and what has got some value to it. You already know. And because you know, somebody coming for you. Off sides. Bullshit ass artists. Full of trickery. Coming around the back. Trying to backdoor your ass. Trying to slide in from the side. Put things in your head. And make you think, well, I can just relax. Oh, I like this. Oh, this person loves me, so I can just let them hang out with me. And next thing you know, they off with your goods. So if we're talking about wealth and being able to attain wealth, then the first order of business is put a moat up around your camp. Make some new rules. Stick to them. Where it concerns your value. Where it concerns your commodities. We can be talking about money. We can be talking about spiritual gifts. We can be talking about your friends, your family. Wherever your wealth is. Wherever you see your wealth. That's what you need to guard right now, earth signs. Whatever is your wealth, you need to be guarding it right now. You need to be guarding it. You need to have a horseman. You need to have gatekeepers. You need to have what do you call those people that stand there? It need to be like Buckingham Palace. Your shit need to be guarded like the Iwo Jima Memorial. You should have guardsmen over all of it. Okay? Wheel of Fortune represents change. There's change in the air. It's change in regards to what we're talking about. I think the change is going to come when you establish your new order, when you establish your new rules, when you start to tell people where to get off and what they can and cannot do with you. When you start letting people know, you know what? I'm not talking to you about this because that's going to be costly. Are you ready to pay to play? Because I'm not coming half-stepping with no BS. I'm coming with the full on, with the full Monty. See, people have this whole thing about value. Excuse me with my nose because it's running today. But people got it all twisted about this wealth thing. They got it all twisted. They got it all fucked up. And you want to know why they got it fucked up? Because somebody told them that in order for you to have value, somebody got to think, I'm going to tell you like Mos Def said, you're not valuable because you got a whole lot of money or because somebody think you sexy. You're valuable because you've been created by God. God makes you valuable. And whether or not somebody else believes that is a whole nother thing. So what you have, what is of value to you, and what you walk with that is of value that other people don't have, they need to what? Give me about 6 feet. I'm going to need social distancing for you. Okay? And here's the distance. The distance is the distance between my bank account and yours. Put your money where your mouth is. There's an overflowing of love coming to you, my precious earth sign people. That's the change that you're looking for, that you have been looking for. An outpouring of love, a fountain of love, of caring, of gifts, of whatever goes with that. You've been waiting on that, and it is coming to you, and it is going to be handed to you. Matter of fact, it's going to be handed to you in such a way that you will not be able to even deny it or resist it, because it's coming straight from the spirit. It's coming straight from the spirit realm, and that's what you're waiting on. It's going to be like a cup running over. It's going to be like a cup running over. And when it's offered to you, you're going to be able to receive it. It's not going to be a problem for you. But this part right here is getting you ready for when it comes. This part. Knowing that this is happening. Knowing that people are going to come to you sideways. Preparing yourself for that. Getting ready to slay the motherfuckers when they come through the door. That's going to be important. And then when you get to this part right here, laying down the law, that's all a part of it, because the change is imminent. And it's imminent because you put the work in, you put the time in, you put in the effort, you have done the groundwork. Literally, Earth Keepers, you've done the groundwork. So it's coming. The change is coming. It's coming. But preparing you for it is what this stuff is all about. So right now, regarding your wealth, regarding money, all of that kind of stuff, this is your homework right here. It's establishing a set of rules and order about how you're going to conduct yourself when your blessings roll in. How you're going to handle it. Specifically, how are you going to handle people like this? So you got to get your discernment up. You got to get your wits about you. You got to know your value. You got to know your value and your worth. You have to know it. You have to know your value. And you have to know your self-worth. And you have to know it to protect it as much as you need to know it in order to tell people how much it's going to cost them to even sit down and look at you across the table. Somebody got a problem with that? Tell them reach out to me. I'm at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.life. All right. That's been your wealth reading. I've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy it. As always, I hope you have a great day and I hope you're having a fabulous life.